The sweet scent of honey and lemon, the warm glow of the morning sun, the faint sound of running water. This place is beautiful. A planet so far from a sun isn't usually so warm. I hold her hand tighter and get lost in the moment. You don't get many like this. My watch buzzes. It's about time to leave. I kiss her one last time before I'm ready to depart. I leave some space between us and activate my warp watch. The world around me begins to glow. Bright yellow lines pulse and shift. I close my eyes in preparation for the blinding white light to come. Everything vibrates intensely. The next moment, there's a dull hum, and the light dies down. A low light pierces through my eyelids, and I open my eyes. What the fuck? The horizon is a light purple. A small green orb hovers in the sky over a still ocean of maroon-tinted water. I float in the middle of a large grouping of bioluminescent lily pads. My feet ebb and flow with the gentle waves that trickle underneath. It is humid. The air is thick and carries little oxygen. This is not home. This is not where I'm supposed to be. A massive fin crests to my right. It dwarfs the pads as it glides silently in my direction. The giant pads part in its wake. Panic begins to set in as it approaches. The warp watch needs at least 15 minutes to charge. I'm a sitting duck in the middle of a vast ocean. Just before its path converges with mine, the fin shifts slightly to the right. I fall to my knees from the force as it passes just a foot away from me. I hold my breath as the creature swims off into the distance. Only when the fin disappears beyond the horizon do I dare breathe a sigh of relief. I sit down on the lily pad, doing my best to stay silent. Minutes pass. My eyelids droop. The quiet is comforting. I've never been to a place so calm. My mind trails off to when we first met, the day my life changed forever. We both attended the ISEA, the Inner Space Exploration Academy. I was an aspiring engineer and she a microbiologist. We were paired together for the simulated space missions and quickly grew fond of one another. I remember it like it was yesterday. Her smile put me back together when it felt like nothing else could. She had a way of making me feel like everything would work out in the end. My watch buzzes. It is ready, as am I. I press the button. The area around me glows brighter and brighter, vibrates, and the dull hum sounds once again, signifying the jump is complete. Before I open my eyes, I can already tell I am not home. The air is dry, a harsh light filters through my eyelids. I begin to sweat immediately. I scan the area around me for shelter from the sun's boiling rays. There are nothing but light blue sand dunes as far as I can see. A pale green dot hovers high in the sky above me. A dark cloud rolls into view in the distance, pulling the sand into its whipping winds. A massive sandstorm is heading this way. I shake my head in disbelief. 15 minutes. I only need to make it 15 minutes. I begin to run in the opposite direction and claw my way up the dunes. The fine sand rolls down beneath my feet, making progress difficult. I lunge over the peak and roll down the other side. There's a sudden drop halfway down, and I slam hard onto a rocky floor. I've fallen into a small cave. Sand trickles from the opening above, illuminated by a single beam of light. I can hear the storm approaching. This cave should offer enough protection to wait out the watch timer. I hope. I fiddle with the coordinate dial on the watch. It's still where it's supposed to be. Why do I keep jumping to the wrong place? The grinding sand and deafening winds create a cacophony like I've never heard. A rush of memories floods my head as I hold my hands over my eyes in an attempt to drown out the noise. I'm stuck working late with another woman. Her beauty is like no other. We begin to talk, to connect, and I find myself staying late more often to spend time with her. I slip up, giving in to temptation. The source of my strife resides here in the very depths of my soul, a shard of the past that has worked its way deep into my heart. The sting is dull now, but it persists. The scar tissue prevents its extraction. The storm blocks out the beam of light. Hurricane-force winds prod the cave from above, forcing sand down inside. It pours in quickly. In no time at all, the cave floor is covered by 2 inches of the fine blue sand. My watch finally buzzes. Thank God. I recoil as the words escape from my lips. I haven't believed in a higher power for a long time now. I press the button, and again I am transported, this time to the top of a mountain looking down on a frozen forest of red-needled trees and multicolored ferns coated in a light dusting of snow. A green-tinged moon dominates the skyline. Its eerie light reflects off the icy ground, mirroring its luster. It is cold, unbearably cold. I check my watch over. What the hell is wrong with this thing? I spin the watch face, resetting the coordinates and the time. It begins to beep and flash. Fuck. Only enough charge left for one jump. I can only hope the next one brings me back home. A low rumbling roar sent shivers down my spine. Whatever it is, it's close. I frantically climb the nearest tree. The pokey red needles release a sticky sap when I touch them. As I near the top of the tree, dull footsteps crackle in the snow beneath me. I gasp as a lumbering beast comes into view. It has the figure of a bear, with gray and maroon fur. Its claws are wide and split down the center. The head is reminiscent of a serpent, and 2 rows of jutting bone run along each side of its spine. It chuffs, lowering its head and breathing in deeply around my footprints. It sways its head from side to side, scanning the area, then continues on its way through the forest. After a few minutes, I attempt to climb back down the tree, but my hands are stuck. The sap has hardened to the trunk. I try to wrench myself free to no avail. The thick sap has become like concrete. I sigh heavily and roll my eyes. Moving my head, I make sure I can still press the watch face with my nose and glance at the timer. 7 minutes left. I do my best to relax and wait patiently. My mind again wanders to her. I had given so much, tried so hard to earn her forgiveness. All these years, and she still held on to it as if it was yesterday. I began to resent her for it. I understand that what I did was wrong, and that there are consequences, but what does it take to rebuild that trust? Is it even possible? If not, why suffer with me? Why not move on and find another? I feel my heart beginning to drum, my face becoming hot from a frustration that is building inside of me. Why would you waste your life with me? I say out loud, unaware. Why did you let me hurt you until your last breath? Tears streak down my face now. Suddenly, the sap, now warmed from my body heat, softens, and I fall backwards down the branches, bouncing from side to side as I strike them on the way down. I land with a loud thud on my back, in the snow below, gasping violently for air. The fall knocked the wind right out of me. After a few minutes, my breathing returns to normal. I attempt to move my arms. No luck. I begin to panic. I could be paralyzed. I sit up quickly and realize my hands are just stuck to my clothing. The sap must have rehardened due to the snow, though my back is in agonizing pain. I begin to hear familiar footsteps approaching slowly, a little too close for comfort. I sit in silence, observing the area around me for any movement. The watch buzzes. At the same moment, a loud roar breaks the skies, and the beast sprints towards me. The branches give like ribbons in the wind. Take me home! I scream in fright as I slam my nose into the watch. Again, the world lights up around me. As the light closes in, I see the beast's teeth a mere inch from my head. I close my eyes. There's a low buzz, then a somber quiet. My eyes open to a moon-like landscape lit dimly by the white light of the event horizon of a supermassive black hole light years away. Everything around it is gripped by its overbearing weight, dragging them across the cosmos. Worlds circle the drain, waiting to be reduced to their atoms and reshaped, the cycle repeating over and over again as they evolve and merge, a new and improved universe. I shudder. The immensity of the situation grips me.
I just wanted to see her one more time. I said I would pay any price.
I shake my head somberly.
This is that price. The end of everything. The silencing of all songs. For another beginning, there must be an end. A sacrifice for the future.
I sit down and place my head between my knees. Memories flood my mind. The day she died, I nearly tossed myself out of the hospital window. We knew it was coming, but it still crushed me. There's no preparing for such a thing. The cancer had taken her so slowly and so fully. Before she lost her ability to communicate, she told me that she wished my last memory of her was something better than this. Even so broken and weak, she thought of me. I wish I had done the same so many years ago. I ignored her when she first said she might have the signs. Told her we needed to save for a new house, keep working toward our future, that everything was fine, and not to worry. It could have been prevented had I listened. She paid the price for my ignorance. Now, as I stare out at the end of creation, I feel the weight lift from my shoulders. All the mistakes I made, promises unkept, hearts broken, it all fades away. We shall be reborn anew along with the cosmos, adrift in the primordial currents of creation until the day comes that we meet again. Whether it be our essence or a new version of ourselves, we will meet again. I will have another chance to make things up to her. The atmosphere ignites as it is ripped from the planet by the strength of the event horizon. I close my eyes and smile, thinking of our final kiss once again. I exhale a final time before the flames consume me and the planet is pulled apart, piece by piece.